Well, that tripled. And a lot of people couldn't afford that. We actually had people freezing. I mean, freezing. I think some didn't make it through that. And this song came out a little later that year. If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be in a warmer town come summertime. Maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. Got laid off down at the factory, and their timing's not the greatest in the world. Heaven knows I've been working hard. Wanted Christmas to be right for Daddy's girl. I don't mean to hate December. It's meant to be the happy time of year. But my little girl don't understand why Daddy can't afford no Christmas here. But if we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be in a warmer place come summertime. Maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Bob, I'm going to pull number 5 here. Okay, hold on. Go ahead. I told you it's slick. Help me quick. All right, we did it. Got it. Now, carry up here. I'll tell you, there's herding cats and there's herding musicians. One of the things about Haggard that sets him apart from almost all country singing stars was that the stuff he sang about is what he lived. When Johnny Cash was singing, "I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die," it didn't happen. When Haggard sang, "I turned 21 in prison," it happened. So one of the things I realized when I was reading this book was when he sang a song like "Lonesome Fugitive," you think of Harrison Ford and David Jansen. When he sang that song, the perspective he was singing from was a 14-year-old kid. He had been in juvenile hall, and he didn't like juvenile hall. So, like he didn't like school, like he didn't like church. He would leave. So this is one short story about that. One day when other residents and I were working with fields, I simply walked away. I took no one with me, and I didn't yell. The guard didn't notice the stray because he was focused on the herd of bodies. I slowly ambled 50 yards from the scrutiny, then 100. I made my way to California Highway 10. I intended to ride my thumb, this time to an inconspicuous town of Indio. 2 cars came along at about the same time. I was about to get into the first when I glanced at the second. Its side bore the emblem of the Highway Patrol.
Oh,
Shit. Once again, I did my best in those days. I did what I do best in those days. I ran. I decided, California has almost as many potato fields as Idaho. I ran out the highway through crops and hid under a shed. I knew the cops and their dogs would be coming in for me, so I decided to hide myself and my scent. I buried myself alive, leaving little more than my nostrils above ground. I stayed there warmed by the earth I had wrapped around me until dawn. I awoke to the sound of angry voices that belonged to the cops I had expected, but it was worse. Searching for me with flashlights were about 20 vigilantes, furious men who were determined to take the law and the lawless into their own hands. I've already told you about how I was once picked up, jailed for 5 days for a robbery I didn't commit. This time, I was sought for a rape and murder I didn't commit. The vigilantes had been told that a man fitting my description of the suspect had been seen fleeing across the potato field. When the self-appointed posse walked away, never seeing me tucked far under the shed and dirt, I bolted for the highway, and I wanted to find a cop as soon as I could. I got lucky. Can you believe that? A repeat runaway thought I was lucky in finding a highway patrolman. When I told the officer I was the escapee from Nell's he was looking for, he stared at me in disbelief. The furious and grief-stricken men had told authorities they were going to kill the guy who had raped and murdered their girl. They had broken in no law in saying that. The patrolman said he was convinced they would have killed me, and he was convinced they would have been caught. But he pointed out, I'd still be dead. Yep. I could have welcomed Coyote Moon. Hey.
a band, huh? What a band.
So I'm really glad that nobody snaked this song before we got it, because I truly think it's one of the most beautiful things that Merle ever wrote. So we're going to do Shelley's Winter Love.
Melodies, man.
Deceptiveness.
Yeah.
Deceptive.
That's not me trying to put in no, it's really simple. Yeah. I think it's fine. I think it's called a bass. Yeah, it's not like that.
Ooh. It's not the upright bass.
All right, thank you. One of the things about Merle Haggard that I said before was that he lived what he wrote. And in today's mainstream country, you have this thing called bro country. You're all familiar with that, right?
Bro country.
They talk about party time, and they talk about drinking, and the songwriting is so limited, you never hear about the outcome, what happened after.
I've never heard of bro country. I've never heard that.
Well, you gotta hear it.
You're not a bro. Okay.
So, but Merle Haggard lived it, and like the blues singers, the Delta blues singers, like the guys who worked, in the deep South, in the sharecropping, the cotton fields, they lived what they wrote, and so did Haggard. So his drinking songs really didn't come across so one-dimensional as they do today. You got the whole picture with Merle Haggard. That's why his drinking songs, while country music drinking songs are kind of a cliche, these were not. So if you listen to his series of drinking songs, I'm sure they have a CD, Merle Haggard Drinking, you're going to find just all different angles for the subject. So to kind of instruct us on that is who I consider, he's from the Inland Empire, the future of California country music.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Patrick Carrico.
Yeah!
All right, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks. I don't want to sober up tonight. I don't want to act like things are alright. just to make you feel all happy. And that's alright, 'cause I don't want to sober up too.
I think when you don't want to sober up tonight, it comes with its consequences. So this is The Bottle Let Me Down.
Yeah.
Each night I leave the barroom when it's over. I'm not feeling any pain at closing time, but the wine don't take the blend like it used to. Well, I'm drinking just to keep you off my mind. Tonight the bottle let me down, and let your memory turn around. And the one true friend I thought I found. Tonight the bottle let me down. I always have a bottle I can turn to, and lately I've been turning every day. But don't you? I'm hurting in an old familiar way. Tonight the bottle let me down. If your memory turns around, and the one true friend I thought I found. Tonight the bottle let me down. And tonight the bottle let me down.
That's all.